Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of GTV. This is Mommy Ginger again. And for today, we'll be talking about one of the marketing tools that a lot of marketers talk about, apparently. And I've been seeing a lot of content from this particular company as well. So what we're going to talk about is HubSpot. And obviously, we want to get the perspective of a user. So in this channel, we really want to see how actual tools like this benefit business owners, freelancers, and professionals like us. So today I've invited one of my friends, Sam Adea. Hi, how are you,
Hi,
Sam?
Paige. I'm doing great.
Thank you for guesting in my show. Okay, so
Yeah, my pleasure.
before we start with all of these things on HubSpot, can you introduce yourself?
So, hi everyone. So, thanks for inviting me, Ginge. My name is Sam. So, I'm a remote marketing manager for a company, for an e-commerce company based in Sydney. So, I've been doing marketing freelance remote for the past 3 years. So, I also have like an e-commerce background here in the Philippines. I used to be with Shopee Philippines and I do events, but since it's COVID-19, I concentrated more on digital marketing. So here I am. I'm gonna walk you through HubSpot.
Oh, thank you so much, Sam. So you've been a marketer. How many years have you been a marketer?
I would say the entire experience would be still like the 10 years, but the first 7 years focused on community engagement,
Okay.
where below the line marketing, which is events.
Yeah.
And then when I left the corporate world, I transitioned to digital marketing, and then got a client from Australia, and then until now they still have me. So thankfully.
Wow, wow. So how's your when did you start using HubSpot, Sam?
So I started using HubSpot 2018.
Okay.
So this client of mine, we're using Active Campaign for email marketing before, and then decided to get like a full blown CRM, and then they moved to HubSpot. And
Okay, all
then
right.
we've been using it, and then the next company that I got involved with, they're still using HubSpot.
Oh, nice, nice. Maybe for the appreciation of our viewers, can you tell us more about like HubSpot and maybe take us through like the basics? I know that they have a free version of the application. Maybe you can take us through the free version first before we get to the more in-depth, features of the marketing platform, right?
Yeah.
The
So
market.
HubSpot, yeah. So basically, HubSpot is a customer relationship management platform, CRM. So if you guys familiar with Zoho, Salesforce, it's one part of HubSpot. But then they adapted the flywheel marketing model where your how do you call it your marketing, sales, and the customer service strategy are aligned. So they provided all tools in one place, so all your customers are in one place, and you can track their activities, where how you will attract them. So if with HubSpot, using the flywheel strategy model, you can attract with using SEO. You can set up your SEO there. You can have your content pillars. You can schedule your social media. Shutterstock and Canva is also integrated. So if you have a HubSpot account, you can use your Canva and your Shutterstock, where you can get the free images to use for your post. And then when you engage, this is where you do marketing automations. And then you have your deals where you see where your customer stages are. And then you can plot out your revenue. And then lastly, Delight, where of course you can set up here your chatbots, your knowledge based, and then you can have your Facebook Messenger, live chat, and other ticketing. Um, uh, what do you call this? Ticketing software integrated in one place, and then you can have all your team and then divide them and then give them specific access. So unlike unlike other platforms where you need to log in, where you want to set up your social media, your SEO, and um your customers, with HubSpot, it's all in one place, and then everyone can see their activity, so that if for example we are a salesperson, we don't overlap with leads and then we don't contact the same people at the same time.
Yeah.
So it's like that.
Nice, nice. Now I know why people like highly recommend HubSpot. It can
Yeah.
it can do a lot of things, no? It can do so much. You can do so much using the system.
Yes. In
Yeah,
one place. So that's, I think that's an advantage because you don't have, yeah, as mentioned, you don't have to log in from one platform to another and then overlap all your leads to see what are they doing, and then what's your interaction with them as a company. So you can use it whether you're a B2C or B2B kind of business, or
yeah,
even a freelancer just like nurturing clients, building clients, or even if you want to be an agency and you want to use because you can add different domains here and you can manage your clients from here then. So
yeah.
yeah, that's what you can do.
Okay. So I actually tried exploring just a bit, just a bit, but I think for a lot of people they might find all of these features kind of overwhelming. So maybe let's go through what you normally use as a marketer, like you yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You can share your screen, Sam.
So this is my dashboard. So when you log in, you'll be able to choose what kind of dashboard. So you can personalize it, and then HubSpot has default dashboard for other, for example, your business dev team, your e-commerce, your lead generation, and then even personalize it per team. So you will see it here. And then since this account is an enterprise account, all tools are here. But for example, if you're using the free accounts,
Yeah.
um, you for contacts, you can just access contact and list
Okay.
for the free one. Because when you for this enterprise, you can segment your contacts per company, and then you can even have your target accounts, like who are the companies that you want to get in touch with.
Got it.
For conversations, all these are inbox chat flows are included in the free, and then the paid one has the snippets and templates. So the templates has your all your scripts for your customer service, and then the inbox has like all your emails, like for support, your admin, your hello, your hi, as well as your Facebook Messenger is here. So
Okay.
you'll be, yeah. So that's the chat flow. And then for marketing, you can manage all your ads from here, the email marketing, your social media, and then your website. So you can fully have your website here, or just have landing pages, whether you have ebooks or
Oh,
like you have promos that you want to
promos.
promote, or yeah, for lead capture. And then you can have your blog.
Okay.
Yes. And then under marketing as well, you can have all your files and templates. For design tools, these are the one you're going to use for your landing pages. So if you want like if your website is not here, what you can do here is copy just the header and the footer, and then the content you can just like drag and drop using the HubSpot editor. So if you guys familiar with WP Baker or Elementor, it works the same, or
Okay.
Wix, so it works the same. And then for lead capture, they have CTAs and forms. CTAs are usually buttons that they track, so you can do like which buttons works best, whether it's a red button, yellow one, or you can do variations and then see where like it changed live on your website depending how people interact with it. And
Yeah.
then forms, the forms is the random contact us forms, survey forms, and all the things that you want to capture from your customer. And
Okay.
then the planning and strategy is not included in the free version, but here this is where you can set up your calendar, your campaigns, and then set up your SEO, and then you have your projects, different marketing projects. For SEO, this is where you will add all your keywords, and then your content pillars, and then your other topics that you want to rank for. So
Okay.
you can see here. And
Wow.
then just to give an overview, for sales, you can do deals. So if it's a new lead, closed, lost, you can put it here. And then your task, whether you want to call the person, email the person, follow up, and then the documents. Meetings, this is one that even if you're not a HubSpot user,
Mm.
you can take advantage of this. It's like Calendly, where you
Oh,
can generate a link to set a meeting with you. So
mhm.
it's an outside free tool as well that you can use. And then playbooks is more of onboarding documents for your sales team, where you just can upload it there and then they can follow it. And then quotes, of course, this is sales. So if you have quotations that you want to send to your clients, it's all here.
Mhm.
So for the free version, you can access the deals and the tasks.
Tasks. Oh,
Yeah. And then for the service, this is where customer service, so you'll have your feedback and your knowledge based and your tickets. So I think for the free, you can use the tickets. Because
mhm.
the knowledge base, I think you need to like to have your FAQs,
Upgraded. Yeah.
the accordion type of
Yes.
most websites have. And then workflows. Workflows is all the automation that you want to do. So it's not only limited for marketing. You can do all automation for all of the features. And then before we go deep with workflows, so one of my favorite features kasi, reports. You can have your analytics tools here. You can even do um, yeah, you can generally see your traffic, your website, your campaign, and then your form performance, and then even your contacts, and then even you can even have your tracking URL builder here. So of course, for us marketers, whenever we do display ads, we want to know where is it coming from. So you can do it here. But for us, if you do usually before, when I was not using HubSpot yet, I'm using the Google Campaign Builder. So
Yeah.
it's the same thing where
Okay.
you will do the UTM tracking, you'll add the medium and other stuff. So that's for reports. And then, yeah, dashboards for the one I showed earlier when I logged in.
Okay.
So there, that's an overview of all the features.
Wow. So there are a lot, no? So for the
Super.
free version, is it free forever? Like when you sign up?
Yes,
Yeah.
they say it's free forever unless you want to upgrade. You upgrade depending on the number of your contacts.
Okay, got it, got it. So it's
So
based on
below,
your
yeah,
list.
below 1,000, it's still free. And then you can, there's a limited number of emails that you can send per
Okay,
month for your email marketing.
okay.
So
So that's how
yeah,
they
I'm
do.
just not familiar how many, but yeah, depending on your package, because there's starter, there's professional, and there's enterprise. So
Enterprise.
the more contacts you have, it's gonna be more expensive. But you can choose bundle as well if you want to use marketing and sales only, service and marketing only. So it depends on the company's needs.
Got it, got it. Okay, so what do you usually what are we gonna go through today, Sam? Like I know you
So
mentioned marketing, or which particular tool in marketing?
okay, so what I want to show first is the list,
Okay.
because here, if you have contacts, there's you want to know, like you want to filter them, for example. So like for there's two kinds of list here on HubSpot. So if you haven't, if you're coming from another CRM, you can import all your contacts and then map the, what do you call this, the columns and the other
Fields.
information, the, yeah, the fields. And then you, once you have all your contacts here, you can create a list. The reason why I want to show this, because like for example, for active lists, these are the lists that uh, the member or the contact information will keep on changing.
Okay.
So, for example, your subscribers list, you want to make it active so that every time someone will subscribe to your form, to your newsletter, it will keep on
Got
continuously add. And
it.
then when you put it on the automation, whenever someone is
Yeah.
added, it will trigger the flow.
Got
The static list is something that you want to like measure or create, or just know their activities. So we're just gonna try a static list, because here you can filter it based on contact properties. So here, whether um, for contact properties for marketing, you want to know when was the last time you contacted this person, because when you're sending emails, you don't want to like spam. So you can exclude these people if you are sending an email for them.
it. Yeah.
And then if they're on a workflow, so who are the contacts in the workflow, and then recent sales email, open date. So these are like, you can filter it endlessly. Even like the deal information, like I want to see all the closed deals or
Got
the
it.
total revenue. And then even for Facebook ads, you can filter them by company size. If you want to retarget them, then you can create a new list. So once you installed your the tracking to your website and then integrate your other accounts, HubSpot will be able to track them, and then you'll be able to see them here on filters. And then you can also filter them depending on your company, deals, activity, list memberships. So if you want to combine different lists that you want to send communication to. But for me, yeah, even for form submissions, like all the people who submitted or downloaded an ebook, I want to know who are those, and then I want to thank them. So
Oh,
for like this is an important marketing where you can segment all your customers. So yeah, even for imports, page views, your events, even for Zoom webinars. So
oh
if you connect,
wow.
yeah, if you connect your Zoom here, the one who registered, the attendance, and the actual people who watch the recording,
Yeah,
you can communicate. You can segment them and communicate
that's
with them in the
nice.
futures. And then yeah, for marketing emails, I filter it this way. You can filter like what kind of you'll see all the emails that you did, and then you'll be able to see whether it bounced, they click a link in an email, they opened it, they receive it, and then they even unsubscribe or mark it as spam. So you can always clean your list
Yeah,
and then create a new one. So you don't, because when we just keep on sending emails to your main list, sometimes the email no longer exists, or the person is no longer connected with the company. So you want to keep on refreshing your list so that you won't you won't be tagged as spam, and you'll have better insights of your click-through rate and open rate when you have a segmented list.
yeah. This is great.
Yeah, so that's for list. So I love using it so that I'll know the specific people that I want to communicate with.
Yeah,
So for marketing, I use definitely social, because
yeah.
we know we use Hootsuite, Buffer, Loom, Loomly for this one. So here
So all of
it
those are integrated, Sam, to this?
yes,
Wow.
yes. So you can connect your all your accounts, and then normally you can make campaigns. For example, this specific post is about how can I, this specific post is about maybe an event, and
Yes.
then you will do campaign. So from the campaign report, you'll see the performance of all the posts related to that campaign. So
Okay.
you can filter it here. So like for us, this is a new account. So for soft launch, for example, there's partnership with a
Yeah.
company, you can
So
track
you can
that
put it
campaign as
there.
well. Yeah.
Wow.
And then the way when you create a post, it looks like this.
Okay.
So you will see the logos of the account
Connected.
you're connected with. And then what's the cool thing about it is when you type it already, you can schedule,
Oh,
and
nice.
then
It has a
you can choose
scheduler.
how yeah, it has a scheduler. And then for Facebook, you can like definite like pinpoint where do you want to distribute it.
Oh, wow.
And then for insert image, you can upload your own, but this is what I mentioned earlier, like you can design with Canva. So what will happen?
Oh,
You, it will not leave this tab anymore. Para there will be a pop up of your Canva account. So all you need to do is log in.
wow.
Yeah, so you can design, and then you can choose which size you want to create. And then the cool thing about this is that you don't have to like create posts. You can preview posts, by the way. So
Yeah.
how will it look like? But then if you want to distribute it to other channel, all you have to do is click these things, and then it
Oh,
will create.
nice. So
And
you
then
don't
of
have
course
to
for
create one by one.
yeah, and
Oh,
then each one you can personalize. And definitely for Instagram, the link in the caption is not clickable, so you can remove that. You can add hashtags instead. and then you can change your image to the square one so
Yeah.
that it will look nice. Same with LinkedIn. It's there. You can also tag or mention people here except for personal accounts. So if it's a business, for example, Taksumo is on LinkedIn.
Yes.
So yeah,
Yes.
it will appear like that. So you can tag people.
Oh, wow.
No, the companies, but the
The
company.
companies. Yeah.
Yeah, you cannot tag your connection unless
But
this is
for
a personal
Facebook, is
account.
it the same? Like Facebook, you can
Yes.
tag individual accounts or pages? Just pages.
Pages,
Just pages.
business pages.
Got
Yeah.
it. All right.
So that's for social posts, and then
This is great. Like it will save a lot of time for your
yes,
marketing team or your marketing managers, right?
especially if you have a lean team. So like for me, right now I'm the only marketing person. Then I have a designer and a writer. So all the things they provide, like for example, Monday is my social media day and content day. So I'll just schedule everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Tuesday will be my email marketing day. So I'll set up all my emails.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like I have like my time blocking, and I'm gonna save time. And then Wednesday I'll be I can schedule client meetings already, and then meetings with other teams because
Yeah.
I've covered this already. Unless for moment marketing there's like a holiday or there's a promotion that you need to post right away, you can
Yeah.
just jump in and schedule
And
it.
do it. Yeah.
And then yeah, and then for yeah, mine this is just a calendar view. You can do it as a list like this. There's monitoring for the performance. You can get your followers. If you have a Twitter account, you can see all your retweets and your comments, and then retweet as well from here. So you don't have to log into your Twitter account and then reply to the
Yeah.
comments that your followers are replying to, and then analyze yeah, just like the report, where you can see the performance and interaction of people, and then you'll see that LinkedIn is performing well versus Instagram,
Yeah.
and then where people are clicking. So from LinkedIn company page, you'll be able to see it here,
Yeah.
and even the impressions. So you don't have to go to each individual social media and then download
Each
the
report.
the report and then analyze it yourself. So from an overview like this, you'll be able to see that, oh, my LinkedIn is performing better than my Facebook. So I'll put more effort on LinkedIn.
I love it. All right.
So
Yeah.
yes. So this is what I use. And then for email, so if you guys familiar with MailChimp and Active Campaign, it's pretty much the same. So it has templates, it's drag and drop. What you can only see is, for example, you can see all your details,
Okay.
like the delivery, the click rate, the open rate, and then the map. So if you have links here, you'll be able to see how many people clicked on the
Click on
specific
the call to
links.
action button. Yeah.
Yeah, call to actions, and then who are the engaged contacts, and then the top click links. So this was like a test email that I did, so there's no engagement. And then you'll be able to see which email platform your clients are using. If they're more
Oh,
Gmail,
even
so
the browser, I guess. No?
yeah, even the browser, because this um overview gives you an idea how you're going to design your EDM. Because for example, for Outlook, they don't load images at all, so
Okay.
it doesn't count as open rate if the image don't load.
Ah, okay, got it.
So you'll be able to optimize your design. And then here you'll be able to see the report of delivered, open, click, bounce, and then you'll be able to create the list out of it. So you can create lists from the one I showed earlier, but you can, for example, delivered. Sometimes what I usually do, the bounce, because I want to remove them from the list, and then I'll
Correct.
create a new list out of them, and then separate them in the next coming emails that I'll be sending.
Okay,
So
got it.
yeah. So if you want to create an email, just quick overview, you can choose from a regular email. So it's the usual email that you send Automated email usually are the welcome email, thank you for subscribing kind of email that you
Okay.
will use to your on your workflows. And then if you have a blog, you can have an automated RSS feed where you will send your blog post to your subscribers list.
Mm,
So, and then every time you do an email, yeah, just like I mentioned, it's like MailChimp and Active Campaign. You can choose from templates,
correct. Yeah.
or you can create your own and just simply drag and drop everything.
Mm.
So it's so for me it's
Yeah.
easy to use,
Pretty.
especially if you
Yeah.
if you've used Mailchimp before. So
Yeah.
super similar. Yeah. And then yeah, for the websites, yeah, it's just the same. For the only thing that's different here, of course, is the reports, because you'll be able to see the interaction of the people who's viewing your blog, your landing pages, and
Yeah.
your website. But it has, yeah, as mentioned, it's like Elementor, where you will, or Wix, where you will just drag and drop all the elements. So it's pretty like user friendly for even for a person who's just starting marketing.
So maybe these ones for the website are for people
Yeah.
without existing websites or
Yes.
something like that, right? Yeah. Or if you want to, like for the landing page, if you have an existing website but you want to create a page for promos or special occasions or celebrate
Or even your privacy policy, you can add it here, because right now you cannot do ads without a privacy policy.
yes, correct. So you can put it there. Okay.
Yeah, you can add it here. Then the blog is it will look the same. So for this one, you can schedule it. It has if you guys are using WordPress and using Yoast for
Yeah.
the SEO, it's the same, where you will add the keywords and then it will tell you how to optimize the blog post.
So for the blog, this is rendered in a separate website. Is it showed as a
Um
separate blog?
yes, yeah, it shows a separate blog
Oh, there.
where what you can do is, like, for example, it's just like you have a landing page and then you can add it to the menu for
Got
blog, and then
it. Got
yeah,
it.
it goes to this page.
So if
So
you're at
this one,
WordPress, like create a
mm,
separate page and then this goes to it. Something
yes.
that page goes to this. Okay. All right.
Yeah, but it depends on the company setup, because if you're using WordPress, we know WordPress is a known CMS platform, so you can just integrate or just install tracking code and then see the performance. But if you will just build, or maybe you're
Yeah.
using Squarespace or Wix, for example, which doesn't have like an optimized blog settings, you can use this HubSpot if you're using HubSpot, and then just
Got
redirect
it.
people
Yeah.
here.
So maybe
So
like for people who have like applications, if you build your own applications in an existing host, maybe for your blog, if you're planning to create a company blog, you can then use this one.
yes, yeah,
Yes.
you can take advantage of this one.
Okay.
And then, yeah, for lead captures, I've mentioned it's more of the contact us kind of thing. But here, you'll see also the performance where they installed. The cool thing about HubSpot is that if you have your domain here and there are forms that are not HubSpot form, they can still track the performance.
Oh, okay.
And
Like for
you'll
example, Google Forms, can they track?
yes,
Oh,
yeah. Or
okay.
for example, just the contact form 7 that we have on WordPress.
Yeah.
The once you have your domain here, it will detect that you have an active contact form there, and then all the information that's being sent from contact form will still go here, and
Okay.
you'll be able to segment it. For example, this is a Magento form for us, and
Yeah.
then it has like 119 submissions.
Got
So
it.
I'll be able to see this 119 without going back to Magento and exporting it again and again and then import it here.
So all of
So
these, what do you call that? All of the people who answer the forms will be added to a list. Is that it?
yes,
Okay.
your main, actually it goes to the main contacts, and then you'll be the one to segment it for the list.
Ah, all right, all right. So it gets lumped into that contact.
Yeah, yes,
Oh,
your
so
main.
that's the reason why the pricing is also based on the
Yes.
contacts. Okay, got it. All
So
right.
actually, they suggested that if you don't. that's why you want to segment your list all the time. HubSpot advised to remove the hard bounce, the unsubscribed people, so that it will not add up to
To the
your
expense.
to the
To
pricing.
the list, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you keep on updating your list, and just if whenever you add people to be your clients or subscriber, if they're an active or engaged customer, you can retain the communication here. Otherwise, talk to them somewhere first.
All right. Talk to them via phone, via
Yeah.
mobile.
And then I think lastly,
Okay.
um for sales, I'm not sure if you'll just able to see you'll be just able to see like checkout pending. So since it's an e-commerce, we want to see whether they're abandoned, process, ship kind of thing. But you can do your own, we call it pipeline. So this is
Yeah.
an e-commerce pipeline. And then the seller pipeline,
Yeah.
you can see it from here. So all your deals are under sales. And
Okay.
then yeah, for the task, like your own reminder of what you need to do.
For the day, yes.
Yeah, for the day, or for because for example you create a task and then you assign it to your teammate, you'll receive a notification here. So
Okay.
actually, if you're just doing CRM, you can even do your calls here, you can connect it.
Mm-mm. For the team, like if you're gonna add another team member, does it cost a lot more, or does it add to the cost?
No,
No, it's really
no,
based on
for
contact.
yeah, it's
Okay.
really based on the contacts. What you can do, you can just not what will happen for the free is just like it's not segmented as a marketing team, as a sales team, or a service team. It's just like a generic
Got it.
list of users, like Asana, or like where, because with the paid one,
Yeah.
there are settings that you can just turn on for the marketing team, for the sales team only.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. And then I think lastly, another aside from this, my next favorite will be workflows, because it saves so much time. So I'm not the other platform that I know that I also use for workflows is Go High Level.
Okay.
You can do these automations. But for example, for workflows, you can do, I think, almost everything. For example, for sales,
Correct.
um, what I usually do is if a person submit a form,
Yeah.
will trigger a workflow where they will receive a welcome email.
Okay.
Let me show you. Like for example, the top of the funnel, or the tree of this workflow, would be the enrollment trigger. So
Okay. The list.
where will this be people coming from? So aside from list, you can add whether it's a contact property, activity, form submission, or list membership. So you can choose it. Sometimes I use marketing email, and then for example, they click a link because they have interest already, or
Mm-mm.
they unsubscribe. So for example, they unsubscribe, you want them to send an email that we hate to see you go, or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and
So as
then
a canceling the for the
yeah.
email for people canceled. Okay.
So for this one, I want to send the welcome email for the new user, and then ask for interest of newsletters that they want to receive. So since this is a testing one, I don't want to send it to live members of the list. So I made the testing email of my teammates.
Okay.
So this is the enrollment figure. And then once they sign up, they will receive a welcome email. So earlier I showed the regular and the automated one. So if you
Yeah.
want to use an email for a workflow, you choose the automated.
Automated. Okay.
Yes, email. And then after, in this workflow, you'll be able to choose action. So since I choose send an email, I'll be able to choose all the automated email that I have on the email side. And
Okay.
then I want to send another communication for them to update their profile. So I want you can set up delays that they can receive emails 2 days, 5 days, 10 days, 1 hour. So
Yeah.
you can do it here. So you can end it like this one, but you can still add these are the available action that you can add to your workflow. So delay your communication, workflow if then. For example, if for emails, if the person click the link, it goes to, if the person click and that is yes, it goes to a separate list that you created because you want a separate communication for
Okay.
them. And
So
then
it's
if they didn't do anything, you can segment them again to another list and then maybe send them a different communication where they will start to interact with you.
okay, got it.
Yeah. And then for you can also set up a work automation for internal communication. For example, you have a lead capture. So for all the people who downloaded the ebook, you will send an email to a specific team that, hey, this
Interested.
guy is like,
Yeah.
yeah, interested. You can send in-app notification as well as SMS to your team.
Nice. Yeah.
And then the external communication would be these emails, so the automated one. And then if you have a Slack, for example, for your team, like someone messaged on Facebook, it can go to your Slack channel where someone messaged us if someone is not online. And then for the assignment, for example, there are a lot of leads that you want to distribute. This is what you rotate it or distribute it properly. So if this person for today got 5 leads already,
Yeah.
that person will get the next 5 leads for them
Love
to
it.
nurture. And then, of course, after you rotate the contact, you can create the deal that will go to your pipeline, a ticket. So whenever someone message on the contact or view the contact form or contact us page, it will automatically create the ticket so the customer service can see it. And then create the task. So I showed the task earlier. It will go there. And then list management, if you want to add people from the list, or if people message replied already, do you want to remove it on that list, and then you want to add this list to a lookalike audience or custom audience, and then you can change the values.
Mhm.
So for example, here I'm using it the I have another workflow that use um, property management. Kasi
Yeah.
you can automate it as well.
So this is for revenues, right? Tracking revenues and deal values. Is that
Not,
property management?
not really. It's more of like the status of the contact.
Ah, all right, all right.
So for example, for this one, if the contact is approved, like this is because we're using Magento and then we need to approve users from there. If we
Okay,
approve that user there, Magento API will send it to HubSpot and then change the property from pending to approved.
got it.
Well, as a person and I'm alone, I don't want to check it every day one by one
All
if
right.
it's approved or pending or not. So what will happen is once the API like transfer the information, it will go to a list of approved and then declined.
Got
Yeah,
it.
and then you can from this workflow you can add what you want to do with all the approved buyers and what you want to do with all the declined buyers. So
Okay.
you can automate the changing of status and then the task and then actually all things. So based on the actions that I showed earlier, you can just create
You can just
workflow where you what you want to happen for marketing, for sales, and even for service. So
yeah.
you don't have to stay or just keep on checking your contacts one by one.
All
And then
right.
yeah, for Zoom, yeah, you can add if a person registered,
Yeah.
you will add it to the Zoom webinar. They will receive the Zoom link for your webinar. So that's how it works for their
That's nice. So
integration.
all of those things are actions that you can add to the workflow, just to
Yes.
clarify, right?
Yeah.
For everyone's appreciation. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All
So
right.
yeah, the automation. And then
Love
you,
it.
based on this overview, will see how many contacts are enrolled and then what type of workflow are you doing. So if it's a ticket workflow, a deal workflow, or a contact workflow, and then who did it, and then where is it used, you'll see it. And
Yeah.
you can test it before you want to make it live because you want to make sure that it's working. Because sometimes some contacts are not being enrolled.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes because it's a duplicate email already or it's an invalid email or this there's like a suppress list here on HubSpot where these people didn't interact with you for the last 30 days. So
Got it.
even if it's still in the contact list, it will not receive the communication even if you added that list in the workflow.
Got it.
So
All right. That's nice. So thank you for that, Sam. So were there any has well, how long did it take for you to understand all of these features of Hub?
it, when you on like when you use HubSpot, like for the enterprise one, they will have a 3-month onboarding period for like a once a week. They will go they will ask you what are your activities as a company, and they will advise what are the tools and features that can maximize your like your sales or your goals. And then they also have a HubSpot Academy
Okay.
where you can get, yeah, certifications on how to use inbound marketing, social media, using the tools. So you and then their support is really responsive. So whenever they actually do the things for you. For example, my landing page was not working, and I didn't see that there's like one line of code that is like misspelled, like
Yeah.
H thread for instance. So they'll be able to support you. So like for me, I was able to since especially for marketers who are using other apps, it's super easy because it's we saw that it's actually the same.
Okay. All
It's
right.
just in one place. So yeah, if you're using Hootsuite, Mailchimp, Active Campaign, Loomly, it will be easy for you to uh, like immerse yourself to use a new platform.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So what's your advice like for people who are starting out? What's the first step that they need to do? Do they need to gather a list and then put it there? Is that the first step?
I would advise like for businesses that has existing contacts or have has been doing lead generation for some time. You can start nurturing your leads from using a CRM platform. So it doesn't have to be HubSpot because we know that's the more contacts you have, the more pricey it's gonna be. But for it's best for companies to have a platform where you can manage where you can manage all your customers so that you'll have an aligned messaging, and then you have an overview of their activities, and you'll be able to have a better strategy how to nurture and how to attract or engage them in the future.
Yeah. So you mentioned like a bit of like what you've learned because you used the CRM. So what are the other things that you've learned about marketing that you can share with our viewers, just because of your like interaction with the CRM tool?
So what I've learned about marketing is that there's different customers have different like channels, like touch points. You just cannot like put all your efforts to one channel. And then you'll be able I also learned where like how to read the drop offs, where whether it's messaging, it's creative, or it's the landing page itself, or even the customer service replying to the live chat. Like you'll be able to diagnose where you need to improve. So with using a CRM, you'll be able to see uh, based on their interaction with you, you'll be able to learn more about your customers, and then at the same time improve your overall image and then product. Sometimes businesses have good products, but they cannot communicate the benefit of it to the customers because they're not listening to the customers. But if you have a both channel where you can see the performance of your products and service versus the reaction of your customers, you'll be able to like to merge them and then improve it in the long run, and then have a great relationship with your customers.
I love it, Sam. So always listen to your customers because at this point in time, there are a lot of behaviors that change,
Yes.
platforms that change. I mean, platforms that they use that change. So yeah, it's very important to really see where they are coming from, where they are engaging with you, and what messages really resonate with them. Okay, so Sam, if they want to get in touch with you, where can they contact you?
They can just search Sam Adea on Facebook and LinkedIn. I'm responsive on social media. And if you guys love reading blogs as well, they can visit dishisami.com, where I also do some freelancing tips, marketing, and of course beauty.
Of course, beauty. For us women, that's very important. Okay, so thank you so much, Sam, for sharing your knowledge about HubSpot today. I hope the viewers who are a bit overwhelmed when they visited HubSpot, like at least now you see like what the different features are and maybe like check on what you think are important to your business at this point in time. And this is not really to sort of like ask you to subscribe to all of these things because we are not from
Yeah.
HubSpot.
Yes,
So
we are.
plus the fact that it really depends on what your needs are. So at least we gave you an overview of what to expect and you can choose from there. So there, I hope this vlog helped you a lot in understanding not only HubSpot, using not only using HubSpot, but also like giving you an overview of how a CRM works and what's the benefit of using CRM, and even the point of Sam, which is really knowing how to engage with your customers and knowing where they're coming from, knowing their behaviors, all of these things. So there, I hope you enjoyed this episode of GTV. If you like this video, please like, share, subscribe, and click on that notification bell for more business videos like this. Again, this is Ginger. Have a great day. Bye.